Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya378. As you may remember, Mahipati was telling us how great Tuka is. Then what is the good of praising it with one's lips? In the same manner, Tuka was adorned forever by thoughtfulness and peace of mind. Who is able to describe it? Only the knowing and holy ones understand it. His bodily, verbal, and mental penance. His bodily, verbal, and mental penances were without comparison. Even when his very life was at stake, he did not tell a falsehood. We have described his verbal penance. Now listen to his mental penance. He had the same kindness for all beings, without any distinction. We described in short the mental penance of Tuka, and the bodily penance is affected by obliging others in bodily labor. These three were the proper ornaments of Tuka. He walked to Pandharpur lovingly. He made it a rule on the Ekadashi day of the fortnight to go to Pandharpur. He stayed at the temple of God for a day and started back the next day. As he was going to Pandharpur, he sang and danced in love and reached there on the seventh day. He remained there for 3 nights and then returned home. Tukaram is affected by malaria. In this way, 3 years passed, and after this, he was affected by malaria. Then, seeing himself without strength, he was much troubled. He could not walk a single pace, and he said to himself, "The going to Pandari is lost to me. I had in store some bad deeds in my former lives, and therefore this interruption has arrived." Tukaram's letter to Vitoba. At that time, the Warkaris, special pilgrims, were going as pilgrims to Pandari, and by them he sent a letter to Pandari. The Vaishnava Bhaktas have heard the explanation of those 20 Abhangas. If they are listened to lovingly, love for God is impressed on one's heart. Bringing to his mind the image of Pandurang, he said, "O God of gods, the husband of Rukmini, I have not the good fortune to pray to thee in person, but I make myself bold and write a letter with love. Even the Vedas and Puranas do not know thy limit. Then how can I describe thee, sinful as I am? But O Chakrapani, Krishna, accept my uncouth speech. I made myself too familiar with thy feet, but I placed my head on them. Thou art the highest of all gods, O Madhava, Vishnu. Thou art the Lord of the cowherdesses in thy Sagun form. All describe the fame of thy generosity and the glory of thy good fame in the 3 worlds. O Irshikeshi, Lord of the heart, thou destroyest heaps of sins by thy name alone. By its power, one's bad deeds will easily burn up, and one will not see poverty. O Vitabai, all happiness clings to thy feet. When Riddhi and Siddhi become favorable, the 4 states of salvation become our slaves. The position which is difficult to obtain even to Indra and others, that becomes obtainable to thy bhaktas through the knowledge of thy love and by dancing with delight in thy praise service and clapping the hands with joy. There are many dull persons in the world, and thou, O husband of Rukmini, art the life of these. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.